everyone, my name is Charlotte and I am the Rescue Director here at Holistic Hounds, and today is the video you have all been waiting for, introducing our newest rescue case who is up for adoption, Pablo. Pabs, you can lie down, are you? So we have our guest. Lottie is unfortunately not available for adoption, but she is Pablo's best friend. So this is Pablo. He's going to get very excited because he loves Lottie and loves playing with Lottie. It's too hot for playing, sweetheart. This is Pablo. Pablo is a 2-year-old French bulldog. He is honestly the sweetest boy ever. He loves people, he loves dogs, he's super friendly, and he is super well behaved and quite athletic for a Frenchie. It is quite warm today, so he is a little bit toasty outside, but we're just taking it nice and slow for him today so that he can not get too hot in this weather. He loves a butt scratch. Is that nice? Oh, good boy. So we were contacted by Pablo's previous owners about a month ago, just over a month ago now. They had had him since he was a puppy, so I have actually been contacted by the breeder and had some lovely conversations with her, and I have her details so that the next owners can stay in contact with her if they would like to. Pablo is a lovely boy. However, his owners didn't know until recently that he unfortunately has a back problem. I'll explain a little bit more about that later on in the video, but unfortunately because of his back problem he was in pain for a little while when his owners did not know. And so when one of them went to go and give him a kiss and a cuddle goodnight, they wrapped their arms around him and touched his back in a sore spot, and so he snapped and ended up biting somebody. They unfortunately decided that because they had children, they weren't sure if keeping him was the right thing to do, and so they contacted us for a rehoming space. We have had Pablo for coming up to probably 2 months now, and he has not shown any signs of reactivity or aggression towards any people at all. He regularly comes and sits on the sofa and the bed and cuddles up with us. He's great with all of the dogs. And he has been seeing Tony, our osteopath, regularly to help support his back problems, which has definitely made a big difference. He is now off of any and all pain medication. He's not on any pain medication whatsoever and is not showing any signs of pain or discomfort, which is a really great sign. So we definitely think that he is now ready for his new home. Oh, bye Lottie. As you can see, I can scratch his back and he absolutely loves it. He's not showing any signs of pain whatsoever, which is a great sign. Lottie, your tail is just in the corner of the camera. Do you think you could go one way or another? Why don't you come lie here? Come here. Lottie, come. Okay, Lottie's tail's just going to be in frame. Anyway, so we have been doing some training with Pablo. All of our dogs get at least a month with our training team to really make sure that they are in a good possible mindset for rehoming, and Pablo has just taken everything completely in his stride. He has adjusted so well to his new life with us. He's been fabulous with all of the dogs and has really learnt to be much calmer. You can see he was really excited when Lottie first came over, but he's now quite happily dozing. He's absolutely fabulous with people. His only flaw is that he does get a little bit excited and does get a little bit mouthy with people. So that's something that we are working on and will continue to work on with him and encourage his new owners to do the same. Oh. Hi. Are you helping Lottie or hindering? Come here, Lottie. So Pablo has made, it's Lottie's tail again. Pablo has made some great progress with us. We are really happy with the training that he has taken on. He walks really nicely on the lead. He is crate trained and quite happy to be left in a crate for certain periods of time when he needs to be unsupervised or for some time out to chill. He's very friendly. He knows how to sit. He started recall training and he's doing some long line work. And he's generally just a really lovely, friendly dog. We've really enjoyed having him as part of our family, even temporarily. He really is just he's a cuddly boy, and he really enjoys being part of the family and part of everything in life. Are you gonna plop? Did you just burp? Ew, you just burped. Got a booty scratch. Oh. So the kind of home that Pablo is looking for is one with no children under the age of 11 at the very minimum. As we said, Pablo did end up biting somebody in his previous home, and because it is predominantly a medical issue, we just want to make sure that we are as honest and open as we possibly can, and make sure that the placement that we have is going to be really suitable for him. So we have decided that we don't want him to be placed with children under the age of 11. It's just too much of a risk for him, and because he does have some ongoing medical needs, it's just safest to make sure that if he is ever in pain, that he's not going to end up hurting somebody by accident. So the issue that we have with him is that Pablo has something called 2 hemivertebrae, which is basically where 2 vertebrae in his spine did not develop correctly. Unfortunately, there is no way of curing this or changing it. It is going to be there for the rest of his life, and therefore he does have some limitations. However, as I said, Pablo is not in any pain at this current moment. He has been seeing Tony every couple of weeks, and it's now gone down to about once a month, just to keep on top of everything, and he is doing really well. He's taken to treatment really well and is showing some really great progress. We started upping his exercise, so he is now able to do about an hour a day, either in a couple of shorter walks or one long walk, which he loves doing with the pack. He currently is not off lead because he is a very excitable young boy, so he does like to run around quite a lot. So he has restricted time off lead running around and playing to make sure that he isn't running around and hurting himself. And the only other limitation is that he isn't allowed to be jumping up and down on and off of sofas or furniture super often. So at the moment we just pick him up and put him on the sofa most of the time, but he is able to jump every now and then. He's also crated if he's left unsupervised to make sure again that he's not running around and jumping on and off of furniture constantly, but it's something that will need to be managed in his next home, but honestly doesn't limit him as much as we initially expected. He really enjoys his walks, and despite being a Frenchie and the hot weather not being as kind to him, he does really enjoy his walks, and he does really cope well with the amount of exercise and stuff that he is doing. So if you're looking for a dog that is able to go on lots of long walks and enjoy being part of lots of family activities, he's probably not the best dog for you, but he is a sweetheart and he really does not mind having a little bit of restricted time at the moment. I can't guarantee how that will change as things progress for him, but Tony is confident that with continued support from him and appropriate management, he will live a very long and happy life with his new family. If you'd like to find out more about his... please don't do that, Harley. If you would like to find out more about his medical issues and what that would look like long term, Tony is happy to speak to any potential adopters who are interested in finding out more about his requirements long term. There are no other particular requirements for Pablo. We are happy for him to be placed with another dog or a couple of dogs. The only thing that we would say is that we would prefer a dog that is pretty chilled most of the time. Something like Lottie that doesn't mind playing every now and then, but is pretty chilled the rest of the time, because obviously his issues with his back means that we don't want him running around playing, being rough and tumble all the time. So that's the only thing that we need to bear in mind when placing him with another dog. But he loves other dogs, he's very friendly with other dogs, and he would quite happily be placed with other dogs. Equally, he has lived on his own and would be quite happy as an only dog if you don't have a dog of your own at the moment. Wouldn't you, Pabs? You don't mind either way. Good boy. And that is kind of it really for Pablo and his requirements. He is a very easygoing, very friendly, happy, chilled out boy. He likes spending time outside sunbathing. He can be quite playful with other dogs, but is actually really chilled, as you can see once he gets to know them. He quite often spends his days laying on the sofa, chilling with the rest of the pack with no issues whatsoever. He's fabulous with other people, even those that he doesn't know, and he's quite happy going and being involved in day-to-day stuff. He goes out for nice walks. Oh, is it exhausting, Lottie? But yeah, he's generally just a very friendly, lovely dog, and we're really excited to find him his forever home. If you've watched our previous video talking about our rescue process, we do have some trial periods in place for dogs that we look to rehome. Pablo is a very chilled out, very confident boy, so we don't have lots of different trial periods that need to be in place for him. The only one that we would say is to do a weekend trial with any potential home, and if that goes well, we'll go straight to our 6-week trial before adoption. That just makes sure that you know exactly what life with Pablo is going to look like, and have a kind of get out clause if you think that this isn't going to work out, without having to go through a surrendering process. But if you want to find out more about our adoption process and about our trial periods, you can have a look at the previous video on our channel, which talks you through our entire process, why we do things like trial periods and stuff like that for our dogs looking for new homes. And that is kind of it for Pablo. He is not a complicated dog. He is really sweet. We haven't come across any issues with him whatsoever, and you know, we're going to really miss him when he does go, but we're really excited to find him his perfect forever home, because he really does deserve it. He is a real sweetheart. Aren't you, Pabs? Hey? You're a good boy, aren't you? Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to follow more of his journey. We will be doing updates as he continues on his journey, and hopefully be able to update you very soon when he has his new home. If you are interested in Pablo, I will put our rescue interest form below. You can fill that form in. I will then give you a ring and discuss your home requirements for him and the requirements that he has, and we can discuss whether we think that you would be a good placement before moving on to our next steps. And of course, if you think you know somebody who might be interested in Pablo, please do share this video, or share on you can share any of our posts on Facebook or on our website to get him a lovely home. We will keep you updated as we go, but I'm going to end this video by putting in some videos of Pablo and his journey with us so far, so you can really see what a lovely boy he is. Hey Pabsy, you gonna say goodbye to all your fans? Lottie would like to say goodbye to all her fans. Yes, because you know you're a star on YouTube too, aren't you? That's gonna sound really bad because I've got a microphone on. Thank you. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Pablo, is there anything you'd like to say to your adoring fans? Thank you very much for your time, sir. Testing, testing, testing. Good boy. Did you see this? What are you doing? What are you doing, Pablo? Oh my goodness. Pabs. Pablo. Come here. Come here, donut. You're ridiculous. You are ridiculous. This evening's pack walk, and Clara has kindly come to help me. So, on the outside we've got Peanut, then little Pablo. Then we've got Oliver and Harley. Then I've got And over on the outside, then India, Odin, then Lottie, and then Mario. And they are currently spreading muck in that field, so it stinks, but Nova is loving it. Happy lunchtime from my very wet pack. Today we've got Odin, Pablo, Lottie, Peanut, and a very angry Mario. He hates walking in the rain. He's already tried stopping 1,000 times. And today is Pablo's first pack walk when it's just been me. So today's the first time he's walked with a group of dogs with just one handler. And as you can see, apart from Odin being annoying as always, he's doing fabulously. Look how angry Mario is. So angry. Good morning from our weekend group walk. We have a lovely big group today. So we're just starting off talking about some heel work, and then we'll do some training exercises in the park, and then head out on a walk. And Mr. Pablo is getting worked by a new handler today. He's a good boy. Yes, it's about you as well, Mario. You're here as well. So Pablo's going to come out for the first kind of half hour, 40 minutes, and then I'm going to swap him out for a couple of the others so that he doesn't do too much. Yeah, it's a lovely day. Some organising in the garden. I've got all these beautiful plants that have been very deliberately hidden so the dogs can't eat any of them. And I've got my little helper sunbathing. Pabs, you having a good morning? You love sunbathing, don't you, little dude? Yes, it's lovely out here and sunny. That is one happy little mush.